Welcome back to another drawing session of The Raven. I'm your host, Ray. So, I just finished page 3, going back and refining all the little drawings and things. This time, in this episode-ish, in this session, I intend to do page 4. So what page 4 needs is speech bubbles. And that's it. So I'm going to try to keep it interesting, try to keep it short, and then we're going to move on. Again, I'm trying to keep these short, sweet, closer to 10 minutes rather than an hour-long session. So let me know if you like it. Let's get into it. I'm going to break my cardinal rule. I'm going to open all of these frames, all of these panels at the same time. I'm going to try to get all these little speech bubble things done. I don't think I need to go through the trouble that I did before. I'm going to try to just go straight to it. So I don't have a thought. That's why. Now these are crammed in here pretty tightly. So writing a balloon it is. And if you're careful with them, you can just kind of squash it in there and not have to worry about it. Now see, it does make it into one layer, but that's okay. I want to get this done as quickly as I can. So I'm going to try to do that with all of these and see what happens. I don't usually do it this way. I usually like to make sure I have room to move it if I need, but I think that's okay. Put this on the top. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to add all the little tails. I usually don't open them all, like all I don't usually keep them locked like that. But I'm going to see if this is a little bit faster for now because I'm not trying to draw a bunch of stuff. I'm just trying to add the little, thought bubble, speech bubble. What is happening? Oh, that's wild. There's a bunch of copies of this. Oops, let's get rid of those. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's just terrible. All right. No need to have wasted layer space. Okay, so I'm going to do that and move it above, and that should be good. And again, you really don't even have to put the you really don't have to put the speech tail, the balloon tail as it's called, on here. You don't need it per panel, but I do it because I think it looks good. You could get away with not doing it. So I'm keeping these little rounded bubbles. I think they look good for this part of the story. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I like to have a little bit of space on the outside of it. Yeah, see what it's doing? Oh, it's going all the way up to it. That's interesting. That's okay. If you need to, like I said, you can actually take that and move it. That's honestly why I do it that way. See, that's being really wonky. So I'm just going to lock that one. If you lock the little box, the text box, and then draw over top of it like this, you can move that around. You can't do it the other way around. For whatever reason. No, it's just how they designed it. Whatever. So if you want to move this in, this is just easier to me. It doesn't always work out to do it the other way. But sometimes it does, and it's fine. I think it looks cleaner. It would probably make more sense just to do this as I go, but I don't know. I think I'll just go back and do it real fast. I'll grab this balloon tail. I was trying to do them all at one time, but I'm just going to do this. Lock this guy. Do this one. And lock it. I just feel better when it's locked. Bless you. I've done some stupid stuff in the past where I drew something on the layer I didn't like. And then, you're hours into doing it. Like, I got to go back and fix all that. So that's why I do that. I also like to save iterations, but this is saved in the cloud as well. But sometimes I prefer to save iterations because if I do something that's really detailed and I make a mistake and I can't go back. So really, I should make a backup of this entire comic book as I go further on. But I think it's okay for now. But once I get further along, I really, really should. It is in the cloud, like I said, but I have to constantly manually update it. It's too bad there's not GitHub for drawing, huh? That's a lie. I guess I could use GitHub. Funny enough. GitHub doesn't care what kind of files you put on it. You just can't use... I'm talking like GitHub as the repository itself, not Git. Although, I don't see why I wouldn't. If you put a Git ignore file and a Git file and a drawing set, could you do that? I don't see why not. I might try that. I might try using GitHub because that'd be hilarious. That's a much easier way to save information and back it up. I'm going to tell you something. You making a video game, you making software, and you got a lot of hours into it, and you don't have it backed up, which I've done. It's much worse than a drawing because I can always redraw it. I'm not writing all that code again. It's such a pain in the ass. Okay. There's a lot that you do. So it's not just like, oh, here, type a couple pieces of code. No, it's not simple. Yeah. I'm going to lock this guy. I know it's off topic. I was off topic, but you know what? That's what you're here for, aren't you? You're off topic. You're here for my crazy self. All right, I'm just going to size this down a little bit because it's a little wide. And then I'll move this up a little. Booyakasha. I'm okay with that. Then I'm just going to do the little tail thing. It's just easier to come back and do it because I forget that I selected it, but that's just me. That's me being goofy and not remembering. But I figured out the way to work around it. And maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. Also, you can connect the speech bubbles like up here that I did. Obviously, you could put this in one line on the left side or whatever. I wanted it to be kind of scattered because he's saying, guys, let me finish first. Like he's yelling at them and then he's going back to talking about the story. I could have had it where it's like stacked on top of each other, but I like it like that. That way this pops out at you and he's yelling at you. Annoyed with his friends. He's trying to have a good time. Trying to tell a story. Okay. That's what it was. I had copied these, some of these layers and stuff, and that's why I have, I guess I pasted it on multiple layers by accident. There's him. All right. Okay, there we go. I can speech bubble that. Oh, wait. Gonna have to lock it. Lock it in your pocket. Keep a secret. Can you keep it? There's a secret. Can you keep it? This one you'll save. Lock it in your pocket. Taking this one to the grave. My wife watched all the PLL stuff, and I used to sing it like a turd. I used to sing it like, better lock it in your pocket. This one you'll save. She hated it. And then she got used to it. Now she makes me do it all the time. Well, not anymore. She used to. Told you I was unhinged. I think maybe I'll move it up with this giant forehead over here. Yeah, I think that might look better. So those are all good. Booyakasha. Cool. That's starting to look pretty clean. And then I'm going to come back and ink it all. Ink isn't going to take that much time. I mean, I'm really just tracing my own. The thing is, when I ink, I try to keep it true to the lines possible, but I'm so used to looking at these sketches now, I just got to pick and choose what I'm happy with. But we'll get there when I get there. So thanks for hanging out for me. Thanks for hanging out with me this time for this one. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm gonna go on to page 5 and see what I can get done.